are we doing?
There we are. Morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. It's Marianne and Jerry with our...
Coffee shop chicks.
We have to
gotta
move back so that you can see our shirts. Yeah, last week we had our shirts in the thing.
I didn't set it up well enough.
That's all right. You all recognize them by now, I bet. We're down here at Chesapeake Bay Coffee Company.
Oh, you got it.
I finally took us 6 months to get that right. Down here in Northeast Maryland, and we just, if anybody is listening, make sure to comment and. Yeah, hi Alex, again. Oh my God, Anita.
Hey,
Anita! Yeah, it's great, and we'd love to hear anything. If you watch this afterwards as a repeat, please chime in, let us know if you like our talks. So, today we are talking about...
Sugar.
Sugar.
How much sugar is too much sugar?
I wanted to let you guys know, and I'll put it in the comments, there's a really good book to read about the detrimental effects of sugar on your diet and what it does to your health. But the name is eluding me, if that's the right word right now. Evading me, I'm not sure what the word's supposed to be. But it's a great book, and I'll put it in the comments because you'd be really surprised what, how really bad sugar can be for you. You need a little bit for brain health, so, and there's a lot of reasons why you need a small amount of sugar, and you will always get it in your diet, don't worry about that. But all the added sugar that we have nowadays is just so dangerous. Just a few facts. I think what some of the statistics were is that if you, 100 years ago, I think somebody, I know how it goes. Today, a 7-year-old has eaten more sugar in their diet than a person 100 years ago ate in their entire lifetime. That's just absolutely insane. So, we obviously see some of the problems with that.
I had read the other day that kids under 7 were eating in a day more, or actually probably for breakfast, more than what an adult woman or man should have in a whole day.
And it was just in their breakfast.
It was just in their breakfast. So.
Yep. So, it's awful. So, I'll just say a few things. The reason why this came to be our talk this week, because we were talking about a post that I made the other day on sugary beverages. And what it happened to be was it was a bottle of lemonade, and just a prepackaged bottle of lemonade, 16 or 20 ounces. And it had 67 grams of sugar in it. And the first ingredient was high fructose corn syrup. That's a whole nother talk on itself. But 67 grams of sugar in one lemonade that you would buy for your kid, at the poolside, thinking that you were giving him something, a lemonade, right? 67 grams of sugar. So anyway, some of the risks of these sugary drinks, we're going to talk about sugary drinks more than anything else right now. Just drinking sugary drinks during the day increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, and for women, it doubles your risk for type 2 diabetes. It increases your risk for heart disease, arthritis, definitely belly fat. People used to think of the belly fat as the beer belly. Sugar belly is really what it is, which then becomes visceral fat. Sugary drinks, just drinking a real sugary drink every day, 20-ounce drink, can increase the fat that ends up striating your liver. So therefore your metabolism isn't working anymore. That's great, right? So now you have a nice fatty liver. One thing they were talking about, obviously, sugary drinks have led to a lot of the weight gain in this day and age, and the obesity epidemic. People are getting smarter to it. You're seeing much more people drinking water and thinking more about it. At least I notice. But then again, I'm hanging around with a much more healthy population. Before, when I didn't hang around with such a healthy population, everyone was drinking, store-bought iced teas that were sweetened, those Minute Maid lemonades, sodas, and Jerry's going to get onto the diet sodas, how that is not a better choice. But just a few other things I wanted to say about the sugary drinks, because really what's dear to my heart is a lot of times, seeing this epidemic of obesity that's occurring in children. Absolutely. So it's a 60% greater risk of obesity in children if they drink these sugary drinks during the day.
And spending
60%.
a lot of times at the ball fields and things like that with my boys and my kids, and watching young kids walking around with sodas. It scares me.
Yeah.
It does. It scares me.
Yeah, because soda is one of the biggest culprits. There is absolutely nothing healthy about a soda. Nothing. I mean, most of the other things, there's nothing healthy. Even that lemonade isn't healthy. It's got like 3% lemon juice in it. That is not a healthy drink. But yeah, so 60% increase in obesity in children just because of the sugary drinks that they're drinking. And it says also that one 20-ounce sugary beverage, I hate that word, so I use the word drink, a day can lead to 25 pounds. 25 pounds of weight gain per year. So, anyway, like I was saying, diet sugary drinks or diet sodas, prepackaged diet sodas or drinks is not the answer either. And Jerry's going to talk about that.
Yeah, so a lot of times, you know, if you think you're just going to drink something that's no calorie, it has no sugar. Oh, I can have this, it has no sugar. Please look at the ingredients on what is making it sweet, because something is making it sweet. So there's 2 artificial sweeteners that are pretty bad. There's a lot, there's actually several,
Oh my
but
God.
the top 2 that most people know is aspartame and sucralose. Now, most people know what aspartame is, but sucralose is one that it's Splenda. You look at Splenda, it's sucralose. What happens in that process, because people always think, well, Splenda is the better one. You're taking sugar and you are basically washing it with chlorine, and the chlorine atoms are attaching it in place of some of the other molecules. I won't get too chemistry on you this morning.
You know me, I love the chemistry. She can keep going forever on this one. Yeah.
But that chlorine is in there, and you are drinking that chlorine. Chlorine destroys the microflora in your gut and can cause all sorts of digestive problems and everything else. There just hasn't been enough studies done on it to say what the long-term effect is going to be. Aspartame is just as bad. You know, it's yes, these things have been maybe approved by the FDA, but you know, we can get into another topic on that one too, with how things are approved. You know, it's usually just somebody writing a check.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's so many different things that you can look at with no sugars, and you just really have to kind of read the fine print and see what is in all of those types of artificial sweeteners. There's so many adverse reactions that you can have as well.
If I drink aspartame, I get a terrible headache. I mean, and I didn't know years ago when I wasn't, you know, paying attention to that, why I was getting these constant headaches. And it happened to be that I was never a soda drinker, but my husband became a diet soda drinker. Mm-hmm. And so I had it in the house. So I started drinking some diet soda, and the headaches were horrific. And as soon as I stopped drinking the diet soda,
they went away. I had the same experience. Mm-hmm. The NutraSweet, the aspartame, just headaches. Yeah. Headaches. I mean, any of the artificial sweeteners. You could have headaches. You can have change of vision. You can have nausea, vomiting. I'm going to sound like a Pepto commercial. But nausea, heartburn, indigested, upset stomach. You know, we won't go there.
That was pretty good. You must watch that commercial a lot.
But all of those things, you know, insomnia, joint pain, change in heart rate, depression, and memory loss. All these things are reactions to an artificial sweetener.
And when I started researching that years ago, I was shocked at how many people thought that they had a disease or were asking their doctor for what is the problem with their health. And when they came off of artificial sweeteners, all those things cleared up. I mean, things that people thought they had serious diseases, and it was the artificial sweetener.
So what can you do about it? Kind of look and see what's in your products and in your ingredients. Sweeteners, ideal sweeteners, they come from nature, you know, natural. Monk fruit.
What's a monk fruit?
That one's hard to find.
I have monk fruit every day. I think there's some monk fruit right now inside the coffee shop. They're serving some monk fruit.
You have organic sugar, you have stevia, you have raw honey and maple syrup. So those are the types of natural sweeteners if you're looking to add to your drinks, waters, you know, herbal teas, things like that you might want to look at. So
sounds good. And as a beverage, if everybody starts with their kids as young as possible with water. I mean, people say they don't like it, but sometimes it's because you just never were introduced to it. If you don't like it cold, drink it room temperature. Believe it or not, it makes a big difference, or infuse it with something. So Anyway, I hope you like our coffee shop talks. Please leave a comment, and we'll see you next Friday.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye now.